Thiên Hương TV xin chào tất cả mọi người, và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ quay trở lại tiếp theo phần 2 tại Universal Studio nhé. Và phần 1 thì mình đã khám phá một nơi rất là vui chơi, giải trí rất là vui ha. Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đến phần 2. Vì ở nơi đây thì rất là rộng lớn, chúng ta có thể ở vài ngày mới khám phá hết tất cả những trò chơi, những cái gì mới lạ ở nơi đây. Nhưng vì thời gian mình ở đây cũng rất là ngắn, cho nên mình tranh thủ đi những cái nơi mà mình thấy là nó nổi tiếng và vui nhất, thì mình sẽ quay lại những cái thước phim để cùng làm kỷ niệm với gia đình của mình và chia sẻ cùng với tất cả mọi người. Thì bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đi đến một cái nơi này. Nơi đây gọi là The Funland, có nghĩa là nơi mà để dùng cho cartoon, để cho những trẻ em, những ai mà có con nhỏ thì vào đây thì trẻ em nó rất là thích. Và nơi đây thì cũng rất là có những cái cảnh đẹp để cho chúng ta có thể chụp hình và cho trẻ con nó chạy nhảy, hoặc là nó chơi những trò chơi mà vừa với cái lứa tuổi của nó ha. Và tiếp theo thì mình sẽ không bỏ qua được cái cảnh đó là phim trường của Hollywood, vì ở nơi đây rất là nổi tiếng. Thì bây giờ chúng ta cùng nhau trải nghiệm phim trường ở Hollywood nó rộng lớn như thế nào, và nơi để mà cho những tài tử diễn viên Hollywood đến để đóng phim. Và bây giờ chúng ta cùng nhau trải nghiệm ở nơi đây nhé.
Do you want?
Welcome to Universal Studios' new 6 million by power. Impossible? That's the fun.
Psychological thrillers like Vertigo, The Birds, Psycho, and more Hitchcock later on in the show. Now I want to point out these new offices here. This is actually an office that's built directly into a soundstage, and one of the shows that works here is Lopez versus Lopez, the NBC comedy starring George Lopez. And out front you can actually see some of the personalized parking spaces for the cast and crew. Also got a few more up ahead by that city backdrop. And actually what's behind the city backdrop is actually our metropolitan set. So we do have a whole, what looks like a city back here. It's not a real city. None of these buildings are real, in fact. They have things like plywood, chicken wire, foam rubber, plaster, so you can kind of change it up as needed for your production. But it's based on New York. And actually, if you look over here, you'll see something that's a staple of New York City, a little taxi right here. This is what you call a picture car, and they have it out here as they have a production going on. The new series Quantum Leap, starring Raymond Lee. It's a sequel series from the original 1990s version with Scott Bakula. But they film here week after week, and they transform our area into so many different places around the country, different time periods too. So it's really fun seeing all these different vehicles kind of popping up per episode. They go to like San Francisco, Las Vegas, New York even. And actually, I'm going to throw the reins over to my co-host, Jimmy Fallon, to tell you a little bit more about his hometown.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's that mug over there? an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City.
Đây là thành phố giả mà Mỹ
It's cool, guys. I was just, walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro set. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
You can see this as 1940s New York in Marvel's Captain America, the first Avenger. Just imagine Chris Evans running down the streets here of that film. We also have the spin-off series on ABC, Agent Carter, with the same time period, but of course following Peggy around for that series. This was the, actually in 1990s, real 1990s this time, we had Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, and he went looking for his uncle's renovated apartment in Home Alone 2, lost in New York, but ended up actually out here. There's a little residential area called Brownstone Street. Here's what it looks like on screen. But as you can see, many stars have been here, not just Macaulay Culkin through the decades, but we would use these same sets over and over and over again for production.
Thành cổ ở đây.
Very fun.
Literally does that. You're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. It's great to have you along for the ride. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet.
Khi đi thì
Well, that was different. But my favorite though, the flying Ford Anglia from Warner Brothers, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That was the Weasley family's flying car. They actually had to cut one of those in half for production so they can get the cameras inside for some specific shots. Newest to our collection, the Fry's Electronics van from Jordan Peele's Nope, rather than the defunct Burbank Electronics store. And on the end, take a look at this tank from Transformers. But it's not actually a tank. It's not a transformer either. It's more like a wooden shell they put around another vehicle to make it look like a tank. That's because when you're working on a big budget movie, it's so important to stay on top of your production timeline and budget. So sometimes it's okay if you don't put all the details into the smaller aspects of your film. It's not going to take away from the overall experience as long as the focus is put into the Transformers or your main hero. And as a reminder, any extended photography devices can't be used if you just Hollywood secret on screen.
Cái này là khu rừng dinosaur dùng để đóng phim đó mọi người.
Is actually a parking garage. A parking garage here on the lot that we've already driven by too. Our special effects team worked very hard to bring that all to life here. And they also brought the dinosaurs to life. You met some back there that we call animatronics, which are like large robotic puppets that give our actors a bit of a realistic scene partner. They fall into a category of effects known as a practical effect. So practical means real. You can touch it, you can feel it, it's in the space with it. As opposed to your digital effects we learned about earlier. Now we're going to show you another practical demonstration here in Old Mexico. We're going to bring you a storm this pleasant afternoon. Please remain seated for our weather demonstration. Got some speakers in the buildings to represent thunder, some strobe effects for lightning, then the best technology in the business to create rain. You want to know what that is? Sprinklers. Ooh, And if anybody's filming this rain right now, you might notice it's not showing up on your camera the same way it does to the naked eye. And that's because rain is translucent, making it difficult for the camera to pick up in the first place. So, to work that movie, you have to light it very specifically and then use a lot of it. So this torrential downpour we got going on here is more like a romantic drizzle on screen. Oh, and our special effects team, they're so good at what they do. They can make more than just rain. And they're looking to show off a little bit, so you're going to want to take cover. Flash flood headed down. Whoa. Topwaters and Splashy People since 1968. Closing production and seated at all times. Make sure your selfie sticks are completely thank you. Here's how they use this in Big Fat Liar with Paul Giamatti and Frankie Lucas. There he goes. Getting washed all the way down into our old Western sets here. Welcome to a little town that we call 6 Points, which was originally constructed for the silent film era. More recently, though, you can check this out as the set of Lancer, the TV series within Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. The people definitely come here for our history of famous cowboys. Clint Eastwood, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, and many more have all roamed this town.
Mine hit the ground first.
Mine was taller.
John Wayne was in fact taller than Kirk Douglas. If Douglas had left the scene first, you would have seen him step off his apple box and the illusion would have been ruined completely. Secrets. Anyways, it is my time to let you all know that we are about at the halfway point of our tour. So once again, if you have any needs, please reach up and grab that red emergency cord. Otherwise, I'll come back and help you out. All right. Now we're going to bring you back to your modern day of filmmaking. Across the way on the left over here, you'll see these big sound stages come into view. That is the longtime home of The Voice, the music competition. This had our big finale a couple weeks back. Niles' team won for the 2nd year in a row. Isn't that exciting? And next door, they do Jimmy Fallon's That's My Jam, a musical game show where a bunch of celebrity guest stars get to showcase their musical talents and play some zany games. You can check that out on Peacock if you want to see the first 2 seasons. But out front of those stages, you might have noticed there was a little pond, and that pond has been here for quite some time. It's actually used as the Hollywood Ocean, where you can use your ships to get any large body of water you need, once even serve as home to the creature of the Black Lagoon. But we're going to show you something more than just a little lagoon now. We're actually going to take a little perusal to the East Coast, the Atlantic coast to be specific. We're going to come to a little place called Amity Island. Ever heard of it? Oh yes, you probably are very familiar if you saw Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Yes, summer of 1975, Amity was ravaged by a set of infamous shark attacks. But not to worry, we're fine here in LA. Just beach vibes, you know? There's a movie over there on the East Coast. This is just our own vibe. Nothing to worry about. Obviously, I spoke too soon. Shark heading right at us. Get in the water. Keep your arms and legs inside the gates at all times. Remain seated. We do not want to get shiny. He's headed right for us. Oh no. Wait a second. Jack, get out of the water. There's a shark, Jack. You need to go. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. Oh no, let go, Jack! Oh, never let go! Oh, there goes my heart in the ocean. And now there goes the dock. Okay. We're gonna need a bigger tramp. You on board. You seem completely unfazed with the very real fire, but terrified of the plastic shark, huh? Fascinating. Nothing to worry worry about though, that's just Bruce, our animatronic shark. I promise you, he's completely harmless, very well behaved too, especially compared to all 3 of the mechanical sharks they had during the filming of Jaws. Those ones gave the team quite a lot of trouble and caused some major production delays.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio. They were always saying, that is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark was well enough for a while there and so I
Dễ sợ không? Những cái ngôi nhà mà nó xây để dành đóng phim là
So it was Wisteria Lane, Mockingbird Lane, and also Candy Cane Lane, the new Eddie Murphy. Oh gosh, I shouldn't be making your mom jokes. I'm sorry, Norman. What are you doing? No! Oh gosh, okay, get out of there. That was terrifying. But where we are now, possibly not much better. Welcome to New Jersey! Garden State! But it's not quite a garden anymore, is it? This is the crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. It features thousands of pieces of debris here, including the remnants of a real Boeing 747 aircraft. That's a real plane, everybody. Look around on both sides, see just how much of it you can find. If you're in my back couple cars, look to your right, you can see the top part too, really cool. And on screen, see how they used it in the film alongside Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning.
Rất thật luôn ha. Máy bay mà nó đáp xuống nó làm cho nhà
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Steven.
You sit down and talk about the war of the world. That thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You don't do it.
Listen, that's your close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Đây là phim trường.
Bobby, get in.
Trời ơi, nó làm cái ngôi nhà mà.
Get in.
Quite the sight, isn't it? And now it's time for us to take you away from this East Coast-based story and now take you to another that took place right here in Southern California. We're about to
Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking room and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Right. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, it is smack dab in the center. Welcome to the world.
Đây là đi vô thành phố này, đây là một cái thành phố giả. Thành phố này về
escape some extraterrestrial activity that definitely was not our Reese's Pieces loving friend E.T. And I think it's going to be in our best interest now to get back to the park as fast as we possibly can. Maybe with the help of some pretty furious friends who also care about family. You catch my drift. Tokyo Drift.
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
Whoa, okay. Agent Hobbs, he's a friend of mine, but if he's upset, something's about to go down, so time for me to bring in some reinforcements. Give me 1 sec. Hey, Roman, I'm in the garage. Got about 160 people on board. We got the stash.
what we're doing. This is the race day after party, and where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
For the situation. Then proceed to the lower level of the Jurassic Park parking garage and wait for Dominic Toretto. He will escort you back to the parking. All right, music glasses on, being seated, wait for Dom, hold on your stuff. We got this.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn. Move!
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
Hit it!
Now we're moving.
Don't think you're getting away! Come in the box!
Way to go, Letty. Little shot. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Quá tuyệt vời. Tuyệt vời không tụi con?
Bye, Adrian's group. Bye, the group of Adrian. Bye, Adrian and friends. Bye, Adrian and co. Dot. Yes.
Đây là bán đồ ăn vặt. Ăn ice cream. Lâm nó ăn ice cream không? Chưa còn cục nữa. Còn một cục nữa. À, ăn vặt chứ, ngoài cái kiểu ăn vặt nè. Đó, Chiro ăn vặt phải không? Ăn vặt. Rồi, đây với mẹ cay. Đi tụi con. Ăn ngọt. Ăn giặt nữa hả? Để đường ăn cho có energy.
Cha mẹ khóc. Có cổ bán đồng cây.
Ở đây là bán 5 đồng cây.
Is that now?
No.
Và sau một vòng mình trải nghiệm tại phim trường Universal Studio thì mình cảm nhận phim trường ở nơi đây rất là rộng lớn và rất là hoành tráng và rất là kỹ xảo của những cái đạo diễn ở nơi này làm phim cho chúng ta coi rất là hay, đúng không mọi người? Và bây giờ thì chúng ta hãy quay về với thực tại và chúng ta tạm chia tay ở Universal Studio này với những kỷ niệm đông đầy cùng với gia đình của mình ở nơi đây, và rất là một ngày trải nghiệm rất là vui và rất là thú vị ở nơi đây. Và bây giờ đây là cảnh Universal Studio về đêm và tất cả mọi người cùng ra về với những kỷ niệm đẹp ở nơi đây. Và video của mình đến đây đã kết thúc và xin cảm ơn tất cả mọi người đã cùng xem video và chia sẻ những niềm vui và cùng trải nghiệm nơi đây với gia đình của mình nhé. Và hẹn tất cả mọi người trong những cuốn video kế tiếp. Và bây giờ gia đình mình sẽ đi tìm một nơi ăn tối đây. Dạ tạm biệt tất cả mọi người nhé.
Ở đây mình chưa đi.
Hình như là mình ra cái đường này đó.
Mình chưa có đi nha.
Nó có cái tip rồi nó bán không có hàng. Thôi, em không mua. Chip shot, không. Ở trong này nè.
Hả?
Cái bánh của mẹ lùng. Mua cái gì mà trắng trắng của em có hỏi không? Mà không có đồ đánh hả? Lấy đồ cho em ăn quá. Bác bị ra.
Trời ơi, con nít nó lạnh chết mồ luôn. Nó đi trước. quay.
Ăn hàng quá hả?